those certifications at the end?
Yes, Your Honor, if that's okay with the court.
Let's see. We're on the record in cause number 326188. The state of Texas versus Unita Marie Lewis. Ms. Lewis, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Lewis, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Mr. Lewis, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. Lewis?
I'm fine.
That's good. Ms. Lewis, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Bruce Smith. And Ms. Lewis, the information in this case states that on or about May 20 of 2019, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, operating a motor vehicle in a public place, he was charged with committing the offense of driving while intoxicated, which is a Class B misdemeanor. Ms. Lewis, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Ms. Lewis, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Now, Ms. Lewis, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir, I did.
And Ms. Lewis, are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Lewis, I have before me what has been marked as State's Exhibit Number 1. It's commonly referred to, was titled the misdemeanor plea admonishment. Ms. Lewis, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And on page 2 of this same document, Ms. Lewis, are these your initials?
Yes, sir.
And on page 3 of this document, Ms. Lewis, is this your signature up here?
Yes, sir, I can't write.
Okay. And on the next document, which is the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, Ms. Lewis, do you recognize this document? Yes,
sir.
speak up.
I understand.
Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature at the bottom of this document above the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
Now, there is one box that's checked at the top of this document. That box states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I also have another document before me. This document is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the second line of this document above the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
Now, Ms. Lewis, prior to signing and initialing these documents, did your attorney, Mr. Bruce Smith, go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, no objections. State's Exhibit Number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Smith, you advised and counseled Ms. Lewis. Is there any evidence that she is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Lewis, your attorney, Mr. Bruce Smith, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Lewis, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of guilty and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. It's for 90 days to be probated over 1 year probation, a $400 fine plus court costs, 60 hours community service, the DWI education program, and a drug and alcohol assessment.
Mr. Lewis,
Yes, sir.
the state is offering that you serve 90 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve any time in the Jefferson County Jail because you will be placed on probation for 1 year. During this 1 year probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $400 plus court costs of $452. You will also be required to pay probation fees of $60. You would have to reimburse the county for the court-appointed attorney's fees of $250. You will also be required to pay in monthly installments, $15 a month for the, let's see, for the urinalysis fee. And you would also be required to pay $125 on the day of the plea and follow the recommendation of the initial evaluation, and that's for the Jefferson County DWI education class and initial evaluation. And if any any further evaluation is needed, you'll be required to pay $50. Now, the total amount of your monthly fee, what you'll be paying per month during probation, when we added all this up and divided it, it comes out to be $175 per month. Would you be able to pay that amount per month?
No, sir, I'm supposed to start working at Lamar next month.
Okay, let me do this.
It's like $100.
Okay. Let me, I need to get some information from you. Okay, now, Miss Lewis,
Yes, sir.
now, do you currently have a job?
I'm supposed to start,
Okay, now I'm just asking, just please ask the question.
no, sir,
Okay, so you're not making any income right now, is that correct?
just my child support.
Okay, so how much do you receive in child support?
I see like $100 a month.
100 a month?
Mhm.
Okay, do you receive any kind of governmental benefits, like, do you get Medicaid?
Mhm.
You do? SSI? No. SNAP?
Mhm.
TANF?
Mhm.
Are you in public housing?
Mhm.
All right. Now, how much do you get on the SNAP?
204. 204.
204 per month? Okay. Do you receive any other governmental benefits?
No, sir.
Do you have any other form of income? Do you have a spouse that have an income? Do you have a
Yeah, but
husband?
they don't give me nothing.
Okay. Do you know how much your spouse makes?
It lives in Louisiana.
Oh, so they're not living with you.
No, remember my husband been separated.
Oh,
since
so okay.
07.
Okay, so y'all separate. All right, that's 304. Do you have rent? And how much is that?
That's 600, but I was smart when I was getting my unemployment, I paid it up.
Okay, so you paid it in advance.
Yeah, my next payment is until February.
Okay, that's good. Now, utilities,
I'll include it.
that was included. And you're not paying child support or anything, are you?
I'm just receiving back child support.
Okay, now, is your total food expenses is just that 204 that you get per month? That's it? And you have to pay transportation costs? Cell phone? You don't have no probation, you're not currently on probation, is that correct? And any medical expenses?
You know, just MHMR pays for my medicine.
You say they pay for your medicine, or do you pay for it?
They pay for my medicine.
Okay, okay. You don't have any credit card payments, do you? Okay, that's 804. Okay, Miss Lewis, we're gonna find, the court is gonna find that you are indigent. And because of that, the court is going to, one, reduce your probation fees to the minimum of $25 per month. And the court is also going to this up, okay. So the your fine of $400 plus the court cost of $452 is going to be converted to community service. And the community service comes out to 68 hours of community service. Okay? All right. So so I'll just repeat the order of the court. It's 90 days jail, which is probated for 1 year. During the 1 year probationary period, the fine and court cost of $852 is going to be converted to 68 hours of community service. Now you still have the other 60 hours of community service that you're required to do as well. You will also, your probation fees is going to be reduced from $60 a month to $25 a month. And you'll be required to attend the DWI education course and obtain a drug and alcohol assessment, as well as adhere to the other standard terms and condition of probation that I had previously announced.
Is that gonna cost me also?
Yes, but I can't, but yeah, I can't waive that. Okay?
How much is it?
The, what, DWI education course? I think it's $125 according to this judgment, yes. Yeah. Okay, so this will be the order of court. Now, do you understand the court's order, and do you understand the state's offer?
Yes,
And do you accept the state's offer?
yes, Your Honor.
And do you think that the state's offer and the judgment of the order of the court is fair and just?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement and enter the order as stated. All right,
Okay.
stand on the X in front of the court coordinator, and have a good day, Ms. Lewis.